Spoiler alert, the Primordal Guardian Timekeeper drops two of my new favorite weapons in the game, which this guy honestly has a good chunk of loot, which we'll talk about the regular Timekeeper in a different video. But the Primordal Guardian Timekeeper drops the Star Helix, which is an assault rifle that shoots either horizontally or vertically, has crazy good DPS as well. Mine, of course, has 790 times 3. It has a 4.2 fire rate, 44 bullets in the mag. It is kinetic damage, and it works really, really well, whether it is for mobbing, potentially even just doing some regular damage, being able to alternate between that horizontal and vertical fire rate. It feels like you can output a lot of different damage with this gun. And then, of course, it also does drop the returning gun from good old Borderlands 3, the Plasma Coil, which maybe is not as good as it was in Borderlands 3, but is still pretty solid for mobbing, as you guys will see later on here. This gun I have is currently either shock or radiation, so I have two different ways to be able to, mitigate someone's shield or work really well against flesh with the radiation damage. But these guns do put in work, which you're going to travel all the way down to the Terminus District. You're going to go into Upper Dominion. Of course, you have to fast travel into here. You can fast travel, honestly, clicking on some of these locations. Callus, to be able to get to Vile Richter, be able to get to Salt, instead of traveling through those entirety of those bunkers, like being able to get up into it, you can fast travel into them and then progress through. If you guys did not know that, which is what we did, we were able to fast travel to this travel station in here. When you are in here, you're gonna have an option to go to where RJ is. Another spoiler alert for you guys. If you're able to do that, you don't have to go through all of getting teleported up into the little glass container, working your way through, and that kind of takes away 2 minutes of time just doing that. Instead, you can fast travel over here, and then you make your way through kind of the maze of stuff you got going on, make it up top tier to the Timekeeper. This, of course, is what the drops look like when it happens in game on the Star Helix, as it does just absolutely, shred. It's a badass. Someone shoot in front of you, but I would probably try and hit every ounce of the projectile with the vertical. See, that was horizontal, whereas vertical, if I just aim on them, I rip them even quicker. So I would do the vertical in most instances in an opponent in front of you, and horizontal if someone is behind cover. And now here for the Plasma Coil, it shoots out a burst of projectiles. As you see them, they are a little slow firing. Slow projectile speed. Fire rate, not that bad, but the projectile speed is a little slow. But this gun is still pretty solid. Now, on the radiation side, the radiation is shredding more than the shock right now. So you maybe would do shock more just to get the shield off of your opponents, and then you have the radiation to melt through everything else.